What about now? Is it better? I'm sorry. I didn't even think to ask for a sound check. And I just started going. Sandra, welcome. Is there is sound now? Is that better? All right. Perfect. I don't know what I did. So do we not have any sound at the beginning? I totally just started and was just a jabbing away. Jenna says she could hear. All right, we'll start over. It's okay. I wasn't very far. We're going to talk about Mercury and Neptune today. I'm going to read for the collective, and then we will do some free and paid mini readings at the end. Okay, sweet. All right. All right, here we go. Let's start over. Guys, we're looking at the week of the 7th through the 13th. So we have two transits that are perfect. Sweet, sweet. We have two transits that are peaking this week on the 10th and the 11th. First, I'm glad we get to start over because I almost forgot to talk about Saturn. So we do have Neptune stationing direct today, or December 10th. But remember, Neptune was retrograde with Saturn. So those two big planets definitely like rode together um, through Pisces and Aries, right? Saturn's already went direct, so that happened right after Thanksgiving. I believe it was November 28th. So Saturn moving direct kind of is this energy of everyone getting in line, right? So Saturn retrograde showed us all what was holding us back, or like what we were doing to hold ourselves back. And then when Saturn goes direct, it's like now we're all in line and we're doing what we need to be doing in order to move forward, right? So a lot of surrendering with Saturn going direct. So now with Neptune going direct, still in Pisces, it's like a spiritual reset type of energy, right? So Neptune is the planet of our dreams and illusions and spirituality. It's definitely like what some would say the collective unconscious. And because it's been in retrograde, it's this energy of moving backwards. I would say, want to say it was like since late June. So during the retrograde, we were looking at personal and collective illusions. Really had to dig deep into the subconscious and maybe could have started to feel a little lost, like we were experiencing a spiritual fog. That definitely could have been Neptune retrograde. So when the planet is going direct, it appears in the sky before it begins moving forward again, like it has paused, like it's stopped. And so that's that station point, right? And the energy is very concentrated. And so that's definitely like a period of release. So it's going to feel like that fog is lifting. So imagine like you're walking in a vivid but confusing dream where the lines between your hopes, your fears, and your reality are blurred. So now the clarity returns, and it's like maybe could feel like a harsh light. I feel like Saturn could definitely give a sense of harshness to it, but it's almost like the mist is breaking apart. Does that make sense? It's like you'll be able to see things a lot clearer. I think everyone's intuition will become heightened. You will not struggle as much to trust your intuition. I think that while Neptune was retrograde, we definitely had that issue. All right, so the gift I feel like with Neptune going direct is profound psychic and creative clarity. But the caution with this energy is that this transition can sometimes make us feel disoriented. So you want to trust that whatever you're rebuilding needs to be done step by step. The shadows of this energy are asking us to identify where we chose some fantasy, something that looked beautiful, over something that may bring us more humbling truth. And I feel like now that Neptune and Saturn both are direct, we'll have the strength to face whatever that was. It's kind of like this energy of taking the rose-colored glasses off, right? All right, let's talk about Mercury entering Sagittarius. I know you guys remember me talking about Mercury and Scorpio. I normally have, okay, so my Mercury is in Aries. My Mercury definitely, I feel like it struggled. I struggled with Mercury and Scorpio. Mercury and Scorpio made me talk about things or pull out things like deeply buried. I don't want to talk about, still hurts, right? Still painful type of situations, right? So that's definitely Mercury and Scorpio. As Mercury moves into Sagittarius, which is the sign of the archer, right? Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. It's more about your philosophy. It's truth seeking, adventurous. It's very blunt energy. I feel like my Mercury, like I experience Mercury and Sagittarius much easier. My Mercury is already very blunt because it's in Aries, right? So for me, Mercury and Sagittarius is much easier than Mercury and Scorpio. Did you guys feel like Mercury and Scorpio made you like, you know, talk about things that you weren't really ready to talk about? I don't know. It was rough for me. So I'm definitely glad to see it moving back into Sagittarius. All right. So Neptune direct is clearing the fog, right? Mercury in Sagittarius is giving us like a map and a megaphone. So your mind will expand from deep internal waters of Neptune Scorpio energy to a more wide open horizon. You feel a compelling need to synthesize your inner revelations into a more coherent and bold plan. Communications will become more optimistic, direct, and future oriented. And you may feel like you want to learn, teach, travel, and debate the why of everything. Some of you guys could already be feeling that energy now. All right, so the gift is fearless honesty and visionary thinking. And the caution here with this energy is going to be the Zeus complex, is what they call it. It's where you're becoming overly preachy or dismissive of details and perspectives in your rush towards some grand truth, right? So the energy is asking you to balance conviction with humility. All right, so I did take these two energies together for the week, right? So first you're going to receive the vision, Neptune direct. It's where your inner world feels clarified. You feel like the truth through your dreams, intuition, and art is a lot simpler, easier for you to see. You understand something at a soul deep level that words really can't capture. And then you articulate the mission, which is Mercury in Sagittarius, with this newfound inner knowing. Your mind is going to seek to frame it and share it with others. I feel like the shadow work questions that you can ask yourself this week are, what does my soul know? And what truth will I now stand for? That's going to be the energy of December 7th through the 13th. I also broke this down for each rising sign. So if you guys want to know, just drop your rising sign in the chat and I will pick a couple that we can go over after the collective reading. Genesis, Moon, Mercury, and Mars in Cancer. I feel like you dream. Do you feel like you dream often? Diana, welcome. Do you feel like you, dream often of your counterpart energy? All right, let's do Cancer rising before we start. Just because I'm a Cancer rising. Three of Coins just flipped out. Three of Coins is teamwork, working together. All right, so Cancer rising, Neptune direct is 9th house of beliefs, travel, and expansion. Conclusions about your faith and life path will lift. Your intuition guides you towards meaningful learning and different journeys. Mercury and Sagittarius for Cancer rising. This is going to affect your 6th house daily work, health, and routines. Your thinking expands around wellness, service, improving daily systems. You speak frankly at work. And combined, it's going to be a newfound spiritual, educational insight that will inspire your daily routines, work habits, or health practices. That's going to be Cancer rising. Sherry says, oh my God, I'm fixing to travel. No way. Said, yes, I dream about him about once a month or so. That is so interesting. Most, I don't want to say most because that's not true. I guess when I first started my awakening or PLR, most people didn't remember their dreams. They only remembered them if they were like super intense. Or if it was like counterpart energy. And I feel like here lately, especially really all of 2025, most people are starting to remember their dreams. And even people that hardly ever remember their dreams or never are suddenly starting to more often, right? And I feel like a lot of times it's very spiritual and oftentimes about the counterpart energy. All right, let's do a quick collective. I'm not going to go too deep with it. We did the December twin flame energy reading on Sunday night, guys. So if you missed that, make sure to go check it out after this live, right? Okay, so I'm starting out the Enchanted Soul Tarot. All right, so we have Temperance coming out for the masculine energy. That's Sagittarius. We do have Sagittarius new moon. Tonight, guys, that's the free reading I'm offering. So we're going to do December moons. We have Gemini full moon. It's going to be here in just a couple of days. So I'm going to pull a card for the full moon. We have the Sagittarius new moon coming in. I believe it's the 19th. It may be the 20th. But I'm going to pull a card for Sagittarius new moon, and then I'll pull a guidance card. So if anyone's interested in that, that's the free reading that we're going to be doing tonight. So masculine energy, the Sagittarius energy is coming out strongly. Temperance is definitely about balance, harmony, serenity, and peace. It is healing energy. I'm sensing a strong healing energy with divine masculine. But there is something, my ears just started ringing. There's something really important about the serenity and peace that come with this card as well. Divine masculine could be learning like the reason or the meaning behind balance, serenity, and peace. All right, Three of Cups comes out for divine feminine. This is celebration, party, support of friends. And that's really the energy that I'm picking up here. Support of friends. It's giving like soul tribe, soul family, soul sisters type of energy. And it is strongly giving an energy of celebration. There's a lot of cheering for some reason going on. All right, we have Page of Coins coming out as the bridging energy. 10 of Wands and 4 of Coins is on the bottom. 10 of Wands is like a completion to a very exhausting time. a very challenging time in your life, but it's a completion. It's come to an end. And then Four of Coins is like, it's most likely come to an end because you finally release something, you let something go. I think for some of you, the letting something go could just be something to do with that Sagittarius energy, your thoughts, your beliefs on something. It's like your beliefs or thoughts on something has changed, and now suddenly, um, like Page of Coins, now suddenly it's like a brand new journey, a clean slate. You can start over, or it's like it's more actually like you can finally get started because there is this energy of Page of Coins, like this is very delayed energy. It's like something delayed this energy. And I think what the delay was that bottom of the deck energy, the Ten of Wands and Four of Coins, like having to let go of something that made things harder. Sagittarius energy came out, Jupiter energy for the divine masculine. Three of Cups is water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For the feminine, bridging energy is the coins, the pentacles. It's earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, Seven of Pentacles comes out. Seven of Pentacles is being patient, planting seeds. It is the energy that says something has already started to harvest, they come to fruition. Something has already started to grow. Divine masculine could be struggling with patience. You could feel like they're not sure what they're planting or what it will bloom into. I'm using the Purple Tarot. It's normally my shadow work tarot set. Seven of Pentacles shows seven flowers planted on a hill. It even has like a pitchfork at the very top. You know, like the fork thing that you use to like turn, like pick up hay. You know what I'm talking about? Um, there is a struggle with patience with this energy. Something could feel like it's taking too long. Nine of Swords comes out. It's anxious energy. There feels like an uphill climb for the divine masculine. And we have the Strength card. So big confirmation. Divine masculine is going through some type of healing where they're learning the importance of balance, harmony, serenity, peace. It could definitely be about protecting their peace as well. The picture shows a woman standing out in nature. It almost looks like it's not, but it almost looks like there's a bird in her hand. It's almost like she's talking to this bird. Um, there is this energy of impatient struggle with the divine masculine. Like something is feeling like it's uphill. The Strength card shows the lion roaring at the infinity sign. So it's almost like this energy of, again, struggle of like why something is going on. It could feel like it's been happening forever. it hasn't, but I feel like divine masculine feels that way. All right, let's look at the divine feminine. There's definitely a split in energy between the masculine and the feminine. So exactly, 9 of Cups coming out for 3 of Cups. So it's like divine feminine is working. It's definitely like teamwork, partnership. Let's work together. I respect you. You respect me. We have the same goal. It's soul family, soul tribe, soul sisters type of energy. It's celebrating each other, cheering each other on. I'm almost hearing a lot of cheering, like someone is like, there's a lot of someone's, but it's like they're excited for something. 9 of Cups is definitely divine wishes being granted. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups can be a gift. It is an energy of reunion. And then we also have 6 of Wands. So 966 could be significant to someone, but 6 of Wands is a victory. So there's a lot of victorious energy coming out with divine feminine. It is this energy of like finding your place or finding your support team, like minds. Diana says, I rarely dream. The last one was a doozy. AI robots were everywhere. I feel like you're, oh my gosh, Diana, that you're probably like, no lie, I don't know, the 5th person that has told me they've had some type of dream about AI not necessarily being like, friendly or helpful in their dream. You know what I mean? All right, Page of Swords comes out on top of Page of Coins. Someone's watching. King of Wands comes out. King of Wands is someone, it's needing courage to take passionate action. And then 10 of Pentacles in order to get everything you want, in order to achieve your goals. Page of Swords is also higher learning. So this week could be this energy of learning how to be more confident and going after the things that we want. 10 of Pentacles, the things that we're trying to achieve or even attain. And I think that makes a lot of sense because remember I talked about at the beginning, Saturn went direct and Saturn retrograde was, where are you holding yourself back? Where are your, it's not about blaming anyone else. It's literally just about looking at your own choices, your own directions, the route that you took to see where you're at and if that's where you want to be. And if not, then where did you cause like a detour, right? And then it allowed you to realign back to where you needed to be. And with Neptune going direct, it's like the fog clears and you know what direction to go. Does that make sense? The Devil is on the bottom. The Devil is Capricorn energy. It is karmic energy, but I think right now it's this energy of triggers and test. How many of you feel like you're experiencing triggers that normally would have sent you spiraling? But I was just telling the mod ladies today is I feel like today was a very intense energy day, a day of testing. But I mean, if you looked at me, I was out and about. I actually did some Christmas shopping today, you guys. It was very enjoyable. But you wouldn't have been able to tell, right? You wouldn't have been. I definitely feel like I stayed calm. I stayed grounded. And I worked right through it like it was nothing, right? But the energy today was definitely very, very intense. We're just a couple of days away from that Gemini full moon, and I feel like it's definitely going to be a doozy. I mean, it is the last super moon of 2024, so I guess that kind of makes sense, Definitely very powerful lunation, to say the least. Sherry says, row, row, row your boat. Yes, I definitely felt like the swan gliding across the water. You know what I mean? I looked the part, but my little feet were just a paddling. All right, let's pull a guidance card. We'll close out the collective. Vanessa, Aquarius rising. The hope card comes out. I feel like a lot of us are on this weird, it's almost like walking a tightrope, but it's like this energy of, as things get challenging, where it feels sometimes like losing hope, but at the same time, we have this massive inner knowing. So it's like this, strange inner knowing is just pushing us forward. I definitely feel like Neptune going direct will again clear that fog. So it's like we have this inner knowing, but we don't know of what, right? And I definitely feel that as Neptune goes direct, we get to see the of what. Does that make sense? All right, silence your thoughts is also here, and embrace change is also here. I do see Archangel Raguel. I will say Archangel Raguel is this energy of peace, but it's more than that. It's spiritual peace. It's divinely ordered peace. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, I'm going to clean up and we will offer some mini readings. So if anybody wants to know how the December moons will impact them, let me know. If anybody wants to try the 2026 forecast, let me know. Let's do Vanessa's Aquarius rising. Let me find my water. All right, Aquarius rising the week of the 7th through the 13th. First, Neptune direct. So this is going to impact your second house of values, income, and self-worth. Illusions about what you value, your finances, your worth will definitely come into focus. Your talents and resources feel spiritually aligned this week. Mercury in Sagittarius, so this is going to impact your 11th house of friends, groups, and future goals. Your mind is focused on community, hopes, and aspirations. You communicate your visions openly within groups this week. Combined, you're going to feel clarity about your true value and resources, second house, which will empower you to speak confidently about your hopes, dreams, and so with your social networks, that's 11th house, and you'll attract alliances that reflect your newfound self-worth. Aquarius rising. All right, who else? Drop your rising sign in the chat. Okay, so for the December moons, I think I'm going to use the Enchanted Soul Tarot. And the angel inspiration for the guidance card. Oh, Sherry, we did Cancer Rising at the very beginning. I can't remember who asked. Starleva, because I was like, let's do that one first, because I'm biased. Capricorn Rising, I just happened to be on it. All right, ready? Capricorn Rising, Neptune direct is going to impact your third house. That's communication, siblings, local community. The mental fog will definitely feel like it's breaking up. You'll communicate with newfound intuition, clarity. You could understand hidden meanings in everyday interactions. That's it. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So in other words, because Neptune's going direct, you're seeing things clearer in your everyday interactions. Before you could have been questioning people's intention, and it's like now you see their intention, good or bad, really clearly. All right, Capricorn Rising, Mercury in Sagittarius is going to impact your 12th house of the unconscious, secrets, and spirituality. So your mind's going to turn inward, exploring dreams, private wisdom, and spiritual truths. Definitely having some honest internal dialogue this week, the 7th through the 13th. Combined here, this is clear daily communication, third house, will help you articulate and make sense of the spiritual insights, dreams, and your private revelations, 12th house, that you are now having, and it'll give you a voice in the subconscious. That's going to be Capricorn Rising. All right. Let's do Vanessa. All right, so if my plans stay together, I'm fingers crossed everything works out the way it should. I should be at Sisters next week when we're talking about the Sagittarius new moon. I believe I will be home before your birthday, Diana. Yeah, because I think your birthday is on a Friday, ain't it? So I think I'm coming home Wednesday. I had so much fun today. I went with a friend to, it's a little store called the Peddler's Mall. I think that's what it was called. But it was like a consignment store. Divine timing, welcome. So when you walk in, all these little, it had like all these little squares, like all these little booths, and it's everybody's like little consignment shop thing. And when you look at it from the outside, it actually doesn't look very big. It looks kind of small. But when we actually went inside, like it was huge. And remember, I told everyone, like, I'm not doing any of my Christmas shop, like no Walmart. I'm not doing it. No Amazon. I'm not ordering nothing. I'm not going to any of these big stores. I'm only going to do consignment shops, thrift shops. So if I'm buying you a Christmas present, it's going to be used. I don't know what to tell you. But I will say, I think it's better. I swear I do. I think it's better. So today I found, I don't want to say, but okay, so my son is a big Will Ferrell fan. You guys know the funny guy who makes the movies, and so I found this thing. I don't want to mention what it is. Um, that has Will Ferrell on it, and it's just the coolest thing though. And I was like, I would never have found this like at a Walmart or at order. I guess maybe I could have found it ordering online. Who knows? But not for as much as I spent on it today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got almost half my Christmas shopping done and under, way less than I had budgeted. You know what I mean? So not only is it better because you're supporting small businesses, but it's better because like I feel like I'm actually having to think about the person and think about like what is that person like, what is that person, what are their hobbies, or what are their, what I'm trying to say. And it's just more personalized than just buying a t-shirt off a rack at Walmart or something. You know what I mean? And so not only is it I'm supporting a small company or a small business, but I think I'm buying like more better gifts. It's just better. And I'm saving money. I cannot express, like, I was blown away by the gifts I found today that are so personal. Like, I know these people are going to open this and be like, oh my God, where did you find this? You know what I mean? And to not have had to, pay 2 arms and 4 legs for it is amazing to me. I will never shop Christmas different. Like, this is it. This is how I'm doing it from now on. I swear. The best way. I will say, that TikTok guy. You remember the TikTok guy? He definitely helped make my Christmas. But Christmas is definitely going to be very minimal this year. Like, it's definitely going to be, the thought that counts, like, for real. I'm not going to get all stressed out about, like, getting off so much stuff. Like, I'm so over it, right? I can't be the only one. All right, Vanessa, Gemini full moon. It comes in 2 days. Okay, in 2 days. So this energy is, like, here. It's strong. Oh, my goodness. It feels intense is what it feels like. 4 of Cups is the energy of, it says, apathetic, disillusioned. It says antisocial, unmotivated, lacking emotional satisfaction, fatigued, and daydreaming. So this is normally the energy of you make it what you want. You make it what you want. So with this Gemini full moon, you're probably realizing that you're in control. You can waller in it, or you can pull yourself out of it. It's giving energy of alchemy. It's giving energy of I did something to pull myself out of it. So you could have done something recently to pull yourself out of that energy of nothing satisfied. The energy of always feeling fatigued, tired, daydreaming, where you're just thinking about it, but there's no action behind it. It's like now, this Gemini full moon, something's happened. You've pulled yourself out of something, and it's like now there's action behind it. Now, instead of just thinking about doing something, you're actually doing it. All right, the Death card comes out. Scorpio energy, endings, beginnings, transition, transformation, regeneration. That's the word that's sticking out to me. Again, it's this energy of, so it seems like if I was doing like a past, present, future, it seems like the energy was down, low vibrational. That could be anything. It could have been anxiety, fear, depression. any of that. But again, it's like you've taken some action, and that action pulled you out of that emotional wave that felt like it was trying to drown you or pull you down. And now you have this energy of rejuvenation. So Gemini full moon is illuminating the action that you needed to pull yourself out. And the Sagittarius new moon at the end of the month on the 20th is this energy of renewal, rebirth, regeneration. You may have taken the action before having the clarity of where you were headed now. I think really for you, it was just more like knowing that it was time to do something. All right, let's pull a guidance card from the Angel Inspiration. You have number 40, the Courage card. Okay, so whatever you did, and it would have been prior because the Gemini full moon isn't even here yet. Whatever action you took to pull yourself out of that lower vibrational energy definitely took a lot of courage. But it's almost this energy of like you're not done yet. You still have to stay strong a little bit longer as this Sagittarius new moon comes in. So it's almost at first is like you pulled yourself up and you're like, okay, now what? And as the Sagittarius new moon comes in, you're still going to have the courage because you're going to get the answers to the now what, right? All right, I hope that was helpful. Oh my goodness, 52 card pickup. What do you think it was you did to pull yourself out? Do you think it was forcing yourself to, I don't think you forced yourself. I don't know why I use that word. But do you think it was the trip? Like taking the trip was the action that you needed to get out of the funk? Local shopping is the best. Yes, absolutely. All right, Sherry. December moon. What are you doing for your birthday, Diana? I love it. She said, Vanessa said, I faced my fears and it went well. And it wasn't as bad as you thought, right? I feel like that's happening to everyone. Okay, that's not true. I don't want to say like it wasn't as bad as you thought because it's still tough. Like whatever it is that we're facing, like it's still challenging. But what's not as bad as we thought part is that we're able to handle it. Does that make sense? And it is because it's the integration, it's the implementation, it's all the grounding, it's all the taking what spirit taught us in our spiritual awakening journey and putting it into like our everyday practices. So like that's what made it easier. It's not that the thing you were fearing still wasn't like big, ugly, monstrous, whatever. I mean, it still is, but it's like you're able to do it now, right? Does that make sense? She says, exactly. I feel better for it. Absolutely. And I think that it's like another, I don't know, like a step up, because then you feel more confident, right? Because you're like, oh my God, I did it, right? Like I'm badass. I just did this thing, right? And then that helps you do like something else. You see what I'm saying? And then it's like a step up, and then you're flying. All right, Sherry, let's look at Gemini full moon. It's driving me crazy. I gotta go look to see. I think for me it's the 19th. Let me pull up my transit notes. It is the 19th, new moon in Sagittarius. All right, so first I'm going to look at Gemini full moon. Knight of Wands comes out. Brave, travel. Sherry is the second word. Energy, risk taker, adrenaline, daring. Sudden rebel. Okay, so Knight of Wands in the Enchanted Soul Tarot does say, it does show a tower in the background. Be brave, energetic, be a risk taker, be daring, but don't be reckless. Don't be reckless. The thing that's sticking out to me the most is the shield. He has this shield. He's riding a motorcycle, and he has this shield, divinely, highly protected. Don't be reckless, though. All right. I don't think this has anything to do with traveling. I think this is about taking action. The Knight of Wands is being courageous enough to deliver a message about new, passionate action. Okay, so we just had a conversation, like right before the live started. And, okay, I don't want to talk about that. Okay, so this is like, if you were constantly doing something the same way, and then you're like, the next time this thing happens, I'm going to try it a different way. And then the universe gives you that opportunity, like the thing happens again, and you're like, oh no, I said I was going to do it different. I'm not, you said you were going to do it if it happened again. So it's like, you have to do it different, right? You don't have to be reckless. You don't have to be ruthless, but you can definitely be passionate about your action, right? Does that make sense? All right, let's look at Sagittarius new moon. Four of Swords comes out. So Four of Swords is rest, retreat, recuperation, solitude, sanctuary, peace. Sagittarius new moon could definitely, it's your sixth house like me, because we're both Cancer rising. So for me, what I'm learning right now, and remember, we feel these energies early, right? Is Spirit is showing me that it's really important for me personally, Rosa, to have a very peaceful home, to have a place that I can go to daily, that is serene, peaceful. It's my sanctuary. It's my safe space, right? So Spirit is been giving me some wonderful opportunities to experience I guess, like some different routes, like different options. But I think those different options were really just shown to me so that I could understand how important it is that at this time in my life, my home and my, place I go to daily, is a place that I can rest, is a place that I can find sanctuary. It's a place that I can, find peace. And so that most likely is being shown to you as well, right? All right, let's pull a guidance card for Sherry. Comes right out. It's number 31. It's Be Strong. It's the one where he's standing on his toe in the water. And he's balanced his all his weight on this one toe, right? But it is this energy of, like, it shows the water crashing around him and he's standing perfectly still. I think, again, you're probably getting a lot of the same things that I'm getting right now, because for me, like I said, today was, the energy was super intense, but I stayed really calm. And I think that if you saw me today, you wouldn't have known that everything was so, I don't want to say turbulent, but there was definitely a lot going on the inside, right? And I think that it's giving us the strength to do that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's giving us the strength to, the towers and triggers and storms and all the things could be happening around us, because that's life. Okay, we can't just like take away the challenges. They're always going to be there. When you overcome one challenge, there's going to be a new challenge. It's going to be all about how you handle those challenges. Is life happening to you, or are you directing your life? You see what I'm saying? So it's this energy of being able to like stand calm. It's I like to talk. There's this one card in the Magical Times Oracle where it shows these swans like gliding across the water. And it talks about like the importance of having grace, but underneath their feet are just paddling away, right? Like, it takes so much work for them to look like they're just gliding across that water. And that's really what I'm feeling with this energy. It's like, we're doing it. It's a lot of hard work, but we're no longer screaming and crying about it. Now we're doing it and we look like badasses while we're doing it, right? Does that make sense? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. My daughter is coming from Henderson. We have a Henderson here. We have a weekend of fun. My son is getting baptized on Sunday. That's amazing. Wow, his sister's here. Love it. And you are doing her birth chart reading. Absolutely. I'm so glad I get to be a part of your weekend. Definitely a fun weekend. That's why I was asking, because I'm pretty sure it's that Friday, right? Because I'm coming home that Wednesday, and I wasn't sure if we were going to do it on your birthday, if you wanted to do it around your birthday. But I'm going to be at Sisters. I mean, it's not like we can't do it while I'm at Sisters either, but I'll be there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just know that we hadn't scheduled it yet. Awesome. Thank you, Sherry. All right, let me go back. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Did I miss you? Was there anyone else? Rising signs, if you want a quick little forecast for your week, you can drop your rising sign in the chat. Mentor comes out, the Hierophant. Another little vacay. Are you taking a vacation? Where are you going, Sherry? Izzy, Virgo rising. All right, let me pull up my notes. All right, Virgo rising. Okay, so Neptune stationing direct, Mercury moving into Sagittarius. That's perfect, Diana. That's perfect. Please remind me after the live so I can put that in my calendar. All right, here you go. Ready? Virgo rising. Neptune direct is affecting your 7th house, one-on-one relationships, illusions about partners, and nature of partnerships will dissolve. You see key relationships with more compassion and clarity. Mercury in Sagittarius is affecting your 4th house of home, family, and roots. So conversations shift to family history, home projects, or your private philosophical foundations. And you speak your truth at home. So combined, these energies, relationship clarity, 7th house, allows you to communicate more honestly and optimistically with your family about your private life, 4th house, which will build a which you build a personal philosophy on with newfound relationship truths. That's going to be Virgo rising. Relationships and relationships at home. My North Node is in Virgo. Hoping to go see my daughter very soon in Tennessee. You're going to be right around the corner. Are you going to come see me? I can't believe I still live here, y'all. Like, I was just telling my friend, I said, I moved around a lot as a child. I moved around a lot. I need to bring that up too, guys. I'm ready to do the members only where we're gonna talk about Rosa, where I just kind of tell my story. We're gonna actually the whole point of it is to talk about the stages of the twin flame journey, um, and that's gonna be a members only. So if you guys have not subscribed to PLR, it is just now one tribe. We've won the fight with YouTube, so we have just one tribe now. So you can go join that to watch those members only videos. I need to get that listed. I want to do it while I'm at Sisters. I feel like that's probably going to be the more calm, peaceful environment where I can get through my story. You know what I mean? So that'll be coming up very soon. Um, but I was just telling my friend, like, I've lived here longer than I've lived anywhere in my whole life. When I was younger, I moved around a lot, and a lot is an understatement. As an adult, I've moved around a lot. Um, but yeah, I've lived here in Kentucky longer than I've lived anywhere else, and I just find that to be like crazy. What? I can't believe it. Like, what is it about this little town? So weird. Well, I'm just saying, Tennessee is like neighbor state, so it can't be that far wherever you're at. Like, it can't unless you're completely on the other side of Tennessee. I feel like it would be super close. I feel like people are um like talk to me often about meeting me, and I don't know. Sometimes it seems weird. But sometimes it seems like super cool, right? And I don't mean like weird. It just, I guess, awkward, especially like men, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. With like my mod ladies, I feel like I've known you ladies my whole life already, so I feel like it's not. It doesn't seem weird. Close to Memphis. No way. I've always wanted to go to Memphis. Sherry, you're making me smile. It's super interesting because Memphis is a pretty, um, I don't know what we would call it, but it's pretty important in my own journey. So or I guess not my, well, I mean, it is my journey, but somebody who's close to me. She says, you know, I'm a weirdo. I know, me too, but it wouldn't be weird for us, right? I'm in Western Kentucky, and I actually, I go back and forth. So sometimes you may hear me say I'm in Illinois, because my sister lives in Illinois, and then I live with my son who's in Western Kentucky. Um, Again, I'm trying really hard to like not get my hopes up because um I've had a challenging go this last 5 years of my life. And I'm not, I did it all to myself. I caused all my own delays. So I'm not trying to be like, oh, poor me or anything like that. But I have the potential for something that I've really been dreaming for like a really long time. It's so close, I can smell it. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. I have something. I don't want to talk about it. Like I haven't even talked about it with anybody because like I don't want to get excited about it and then it not happen. You know what I'm trying to say? Um, that if it does happen, I think that I will probably be right here, in Western Kentucky for a little while. Like I don't see me going anywhere else. But I may be, really close to my little spot on the lake. Like I'm almost there. Star Love, let me know if you're still with me. Let me know if you hung out, if you're patient, and we'll do your reading. Oh yes, guys, please remember to hit the thumbs up button for me. I forget to ask, and YouTube's been yelling at me. Our thumbs up button has been low. Don't worry, I yell at them too. Our impressions have been low too. Very rich in history. Memphis, yes, yes. Okay, so there's this movie. Okay, so first my grandpa raised me, okay, and my grandpa was from Elizabethtown. And I don't know, I want to say it was like my early 30s. This movie came out, and it's called Elizabethtown. It's got Claire Danes and that Bloom guy. I don't remember. I don't remember his first name, but anyway, he played one of the pirate on one of those movies. Um, Dang it, Orlando Bloom, that guy. Anyway, um, in the movie Elizabethtown, um, she she talks him into taking this road trip, and part of the road trip he's going through Memphis. And it's like ever since I watched that movie, I've always wanted to go to Memphis. And the interesting thing was I just got done dating this guy for like the last 5 years that was from Memphis. And we would talk about going all the time, but I never actually went. You know what I mean? And I've always, like I said, I've always wanted to go. There's this one place that is in the movie. I like to do this stuff. I watch these movies and then I'm like, I want to go. I want to go because, it's in the movie. My son recently, we just went up towards Elizabethtown, and there's most of the movie is actually recorded in a town. I want to say it's called Versailles. I think that might be wrong. I might be saying it wrong. It starts with a V, but anyway, it's like east of Elizabethtown. So most of the movie is not actually even recorded in Elizabethtown. But so we were driving through there, and I was like, I want to go there because there's a cemetery in this movie, and it's in this town, right? I don't know. I just like doing stuff like that. But there's this one bar, and I don't even drink, y'all, anymore. But there's this one blues bar, and it's like right at the point of this where these two roads come together. I'd have to watch the movie again to find, or I guess I could probably just Google it, to find out what the bar is called. But inside the bar, it has all of this like pictures and stuff up of the BB King guy, the blues guy. You know what I'm talking about? And so I just want to go to this bar so I can look at these pictures of this old blues singer. I know, right? All right, Starlova, divine timing. I see you. All right, Ace of Swords comes out, which makes a lot of sense for Gemini full moon. New clarity, new understanding. But Starlova, this is actually new communication. And I mean, we do feel the energies early. So have you had communication? It is definitely new communication. The picture shows lightning in the background. It almost looks like it's shattering glass. I'm listening to music. The lady said the word shattering, and I see 911 on my timer. It's definitely new communication, clarity, breakthrough, truth. It's shattering truth. Somebody says something that shatters like illusions, beliefs, thoughts. All right, we do have 5 of Cups coming out for the Sagittarius new moon. And we have the Hermit on the bottom. That's alchemy. It's spiritual alchemy. Wow. It is giving strong twin vibes. Very possible you get some type of justice. Like someone speaks some type of truth and it gives you like justice. Like you've earned it, or I'm not sure. But whoever this is, you got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Whoever this is, and you have the Hermit on the bottom, Virgo energy. Whoever this is someone who caused you trauma. Maybe they caused despair. This could be someone asking for forgiveness. The words isolation and loneliness are also on this card. This energy could have caused you to pull back, to focus on yourself. You could get some type of clarity and understanding about that with the Sagittarius new moon. But it's alchemy, spiritual alchemy. So it's like you went through something that was emotional, traumatic, made you isolate, could have made you feel lonely. And now, after going through this Hermit, this dark night of the soul, this spiritual alchemy, it's like you come out the other side you're not, I don't want to say weak, you're strong. You were never weak, but you're emotionally stronger than before. So that's another thing, the shattering with the new communication. This new communication could come in and it may not impact you as it has before. because you're emotionally stronger. All right, let's pull a guidance card. There's a lot of new communication with this Gemini full moon. It's like there's a lot of people getting a lot of communication. All right, 2 cards come out. Happiness and Archangel Jophiel, which is also happiness. Double happiness. Something definitely makes you happy. It's what you wanted. The numbers 642 could be significant. Archangel Jophiel's number 6. Happiness is number 42. Nurture your dreams is on the bottom. It's number 22. And the tree of life is sticking out. All right, I hope that was helpful. She says, yes to contact, communication. It happened already. Divine Timing says, we have a blues club down here. Morgan Freeman is co-owner. I love Morgan Freeman. Sister Club in Clarksdale. Is it Missouri? Are you in Missouri? Divine Timing? Did I know that already? Are we all going to Missouri then? Thank you, Starlova. No contact, no communication. Please come tell me when it happens. He is in good movies. He does this one movie with the Judd lady. Double Jeopardy. Mississippi. I'm retarded. Sorry. It's called Double Jeopardy. And it may not be like who we're thinking it is either, Starlova. Like it may be someone that a lot of times when people cause us trauma, it's not that we forget about it, but we push it down, hide it under the rug, right? So then when they come back to apologize or whatever, it's like you've had it buried so deep that you didn't even think it was really bothering you. But trauma, you can't like bury it. It comes out in symptoms in your body, right? So when this person apologizes and you forgive them and then you go on with your life, it's like it's a healing of your body. Does that make sense? How long did you live in Tennessee, Sherry? I was in Tennessee 10 years. I think in Colorado, I don't know, maybe 5. Sorry. Indiana, a couple, 3, 4. And then I've been here like more than 10 years. It used to be that Nashville was the longest I had lived somewhere. It's like, no, I've been here longer than Nashville. It's crazy. I didn't really live in Nashville. I lived like right outside of Nashville. Yeah, it's good divine timing. Brother lives right outside of Nashville. I'll be taking a road trip soon. I'm telling you, we all need to just find like a meeting point. I love that. All right, who's next? Divine timing? Is that the last one? She did. Diana says, I went to Nashville one night with Rosa. She did. We had a blast. That was back in my drinking days, my fun days. I feel like I could still be fun. Like, I'm one of those weird people that, like, I feel like I could still enjoy downtown Nashville and not need to drink. You know what I mean? I'm weird like that. Diana too, sweet. I miss Sandra tonight. Sherry says she's down. All right, let's do divine timing. All right, Knight of Wands comes out. It's quick movement. Something gets you really excited. It's like you're able to blow past something. Temperance comes out for Sagittarius new moon, which makes sense because, you know, it's Sagittarius energy. But this is more Jupiter energy, so it's like good luck and good fortune. Okay, so maybe you feel like you haven't been very lucky lately. And when we feel like we haven't been very lucky or like things haven't been manifesting for us, we start to slow down in our manifestations. Something could trigger you to manifest something pretty quickly. And at first, it could seem reckless. It could seem risky. I don't think it's reckless. I think it seems risky. But by the Sagittarius new moon, because it's bringing that clarity, it's like you're able to see, okay, it's giving everything works out for me type of energy. So I feel like I said that today to somebody, I don't remember who, but sometimes things will happen, and like I just had this happen to me where at first I have this opportunity to go do something for myself, and I was like, oh my God, I'm too scared. I can't go do it. I don't know how to. I've never done this thing, so I'm just going to stay in my comfort zone and not go do it. And then I had like this problem occur, and it was like it was going to take me away from that thing that I wanted to go do, but I was too scared to go do, right? And the problem fixed itself. So it's like now I now I have to face it. Like now I have to go do it, but I'm not as scared as I was originally because the thing that I just had to deal with was much worse, right? Does that make sense? So now it's like, oh my gosh, not only is it not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's actually going to be something that's really good for me. Does that make sense? It's definitely giving that everything works out for me. All right, you got number 17, seek within, and check your emotions on the bottom. Seek within actually shows a portal, and that's definitely what it's giving. Like you're going through portal energy. The 1212 portal is almost here, but I don't think that's actually it. I feel like you're just taking the risk. You're taking the opportunity. The opportunity's probably been there for quite some time. But again, it's like fear triggers. So you didn't take it. Now you're fixing to blow past whatever it is. All right. I hope that was helpful. She says, yes, it makes sense. I love it. All right, Diana, last one. We'll wrap it up. Guys, I'll be back Thursday night. Thursday night, we are going to do all 12 signs for the week of December 7th through the 13th. Saturday morning, I'm going to Sisters. So I'll be in Illinois the weekend and the start of next week. And sometime in those days, I'm going to schedule that members only. So make sure you guys are following me and joined over on our YouTube channel. It is members only for YouTube only. We're going to start the workshops. I have 4 workshops ready to go. I'd like to do them. I'm not sure if I want to do them one a week or maybe one every other week. But the first one, we're going to talk about the different stages of this type of spiritual awakening journey. In other words, we're going to talk about the meeting of the counterpart, what happens when you meet, what that feels like, those experiences. We're going to talk about the awakening. We're going to talk about separation. We're going to talk about dark night of the soul. And then, of course, enlightenment in our rising. And that's going to be the very first workshop. The second one I have planned, we're going to talk about synchronicities. Like what the different synchronicities mean every time we see them, why we see them. We're going to talk about angel numbers. I'm kind of excited for that one. I'm not really excited for the first one because the first one I have to go over my timeline. And that's, vulnerable Rosa moment. Yeah, 12/12 on the portal dates. All right, Dana, let's look at Gemini full moon first. We have Knight of Swords. It's my clue card for a breakup. It's fast-moving energy and patience. Brave, daring, direct. We have King of Swords for the Sagittarius new moon. Maturity, authority, clarity, logic, and power. So, the Gemini full moon, you're breaking free from an old belief system. You thought something had to go a certain way, and now you're seeing that you can take a different route. Or you're seeing why things had to go the route that they did or the way that they did. By the Sagittarius new moon, you're able to speak on it with maturity, authority, and clarity. You're able to communicate about whatever these truths are that you've learned. Ace of Wands is on the bottom. It says that all of this that's happening in the month of December with these moons is all part of your spiritual journey. It's Ace of Wands is fate. Ace of Wands is destiny. Be accommodating. It's number 12, Diana. Number 12 in the angel inspiration. Universal heart, number 24 is on the bottom. I was going to say it was giving strong twin vibes, but those two cards weren't really like twin flame cards, but it's definitely giving strong twin flame vibes. 24 universal heart on the bottom is that purple color. And it talks about unconditional love, which is the purpose of those of us on this specific type of journey. Be accommodating as this energy of being vulnerable, opening up to someone, allowing space for them to open up to you. I almost said hold you, which is super interesting. Not sure what that's about. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me. I do apologize for the no sound at the beginning. I don't know. I feel like this mic has a mind of its own, and sometimes it likes this setting, and sometimes it likes another setting, and it's like, oh my goodness, right? I don't know. But thanks for bearing with me and helping me get it situated. Thank you to all the moderator ladies who came in and hung out with me. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. Yeah, and I hope to see you guys all on Thursday night for all 12 signs. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good